Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about planning for Social Security. Social Security makes up the foundation for most people's retirement. And if you've been reading anything online or getting close to retirement, you've probably already looked into what are the ways to maximize your Social Security income benefit. And you've probably come across articles that lay out kind of the basic idea that the longer you wait to claim your Social Security benefit, the more you're going to get on a monthly basis for monthly income, and the more income you're going to get over the course of your lifetime. And that's generally true. Generally, it's best to wait as long as you can to claim your Social Security. Although you can claim it as early as age 62 for a retiree, if you delay until at least your full retirement age, you're going to get your full benefit, and then delaying past your full retirement age up to age 70 gets you an extra 8% per year. However, there are circumstances when it makes sense to do something that is not just your standard advice. Circumstances like whether or not you're married, when you want to retire, do you have other savings or assets that you can live on, how much income do you need, and other things like your life expectancy, health. And so in today's video, I want to go over a circumstance when it actually makes sense to claim your Social Security benefit early, and that's the way that you're most likely to get the most out of the system. A common situation when it might make sense to claim Social Security early is if a retiree is married and both members of the couple have earnings history and have earned a Social Security benefit. So in today's scenario, we're going to look at a retired couple about to retire, hoping to retire, Jordan and Susie. Now, in their situation, Jordan is a couple of years older than Susie, but his retirement, his projected Social Security benefit is quite a bit lower than Susie's. So looking at our situation, we have married couple, and the older member of the couple has a lower projected benefit, and the younger has a higher projected benefit. So we're going to look at a couple scenarios comparing, well, what if they both claim early? What if they both claim at their full retirement ages? And a third hybrid scenario, which is going to have Jordan claiming his benefit right away, and then Susie delaying past her full retirement age all the way until age 70. And we'll compare those three scenarios and see what their Social Security will look like from a month-to-month basis. And then we'll also look at cumulative income that they're expected to get over their lifetime. So if we were to add up all those payments from the day they start until the day that they both pass away, which of these strategies is likely going to result in the highest benefit over time? All right, so here we are looking at our retired couple, Jordan and Susie. So like I said, Jordan is a couple years older than Susie, 62, and she's 60. They want to retire basically as soon as financially they can afford to. Now, Jordan's primary insurance amount, his PIA for Social Security, is $2,200 a month. That's the benefit that he would get if he waits until his full retirement age, and for him, that's age 67. Now, Susie, her benefit is $3,800, and for her full retirement age benefit, same thing. That's the amount that she would get if she waits until age 67 as well. So I talked about these three scenarios. If they claim it early, both at their full FRA, full retirement age, and what if Jordan claims early, Susie claims later? So let's start with this first one. It's kind of helpful, I think, to just kind of walk through it. So let's say that Jordan starts right away. He claims at age 62. So instead of the $2,200 a month, that benefit will be reduced, and he'll get $1,549. Now, Susie claims early, and of course, she's going to have to wait 2 more years because she's only 60 years old, but she waits 2 years, and she's going to get a little over $2,800. Now, over the course of their life, and you can see here these assumptions. Also, security planning embedded in the way that your analysis are going to be assumptions about how long somebody lives, cost of living adjustments, inflation, all these things. And so just keep this all in mind that these variables that we're really just trying to make intelligent guesses about, but we don't know. These are going to have a huge impact on which of these strategies is going to make the most sense for your situation. So we do our best with the information we have to try and make good planning decisions. So here I'm really what I chose here is, let's say that Jordan just has a average life expectancy for a male, and Susie a little above average for women in the United States. Okay, so over the course of their lifetime, based on this, we're looking at a total of a little over $2 million of Social Security income. So what if they were to wait until their full retirement age? Well, in that case, let's say they're retired. That means that they're having to live on something else in the meantime. Jordan claims his Social Security benefit, and you can see here at age 67, the benefit is $2,489. You might be wondering, hey, what's going on here? I thought his benefit was $2,200. What's going on? Well, when you look at your projection from Social Security benefit, it does not take into account cost of living adjustments from the time of your statement until the time you actually claim your benefit. So this isn't a mistake. It's actually how it works. So even if you're looking at your Social Security benefit estimate online or you get the statement in the mail, that number does not take into account cost of living adjustments from the date of the statement until the time when you actually claim your benefit. So Jordan waits and he gets about, let's call it $2,500 a month, and Susie waits a couple years after that, and she's looking at getting about $4,500 a month. Over the course of their lifetime, you see there's a significant difference here. We're looking at almost $500,000 more from waiting until age 67 to claim Social Security. Now, it's important to note here, you might be thinking, hey, well, if you're assuming that, in both scenarios the retirees live 30 years, then this isn't a fair comparison. Well, actually, in all of these scenarios, I'm assuming the same mortality, the same date of death. And so in this second scenario, there's 5 less years of benefits for them. And so and even with those 5 less years of benefits, we're still looking at almost $500,000 of additional income over the course of their retirement. Okay, let's look at the third scenario. So the third scenario, Jordan's going to claim his benefit early, and Susie's going to delay until age 70. I could have thrown a fourth scenario in here where Jordan claims his early, and then Susie just waits until full retirement age, and the math would be somewhere in between this benefit and this benefit. So in this scenario, you can see that Jordan claims his right away. So just like the first scenario, he's only getting $1,500 a month. And then Susie, she's waiting all the way until 2034 when she's 70 years old, and she'll be getting $6,000 a month for a total lifetime benefit of just over $2.6 million. So with these 3 scenarios, you can see the big difference between them. If I could point out and say, out of all these scenarios, which is maybe the best one or the right one or the wrong one? Like I said, which one's going to be the best is going to depend on a lot of variables that, we're really, like I said, making intelligent guesses about. We don't know for sure. But with the best information that we have, most likely, both of you claiming it early is not going to be the optimal claiming strategy. Now, between these two, either full retirement age or this hybrid strategy, that's going to depend, then these two are a lot closer. These numbers are a lot closer than this one compared to these 2 scenarios. So it's going to depend on those other variables, but pretty powerful that simply looking at when you claim can result in a significant amount of extra or less projected Social Security income. And this is one of those scenarios this is one of those interesting scenarios where with a retired couple, where it'll make sense, or their projected income over their lifetime, the way to get the most out of the system is for one of them to actually claim it early. Now, when it comes to claiming Social Security and somebody claiming it early, that can have a negative impact on somebody's total benefits, i.e. their retirement income benefit will be reduced if they claim their benefit early. And this is very important to consider for retired couples when it comes to survivor benefits. So when it comes to the penalties for claiming early, those rules apply differently to someone's retirement income benefit and their survivor benefit. So let me explain. In our scenario that we're looking at, Jordan claims his benefit early in 2 of the scenarios, and when he claims early, his Social Security income benefit is reduced, and it's lower for his entire retirement. Now, when he passes away, or I should say, when one of the members of the couple pass away, the survivor is going to receive the higher of the 2 benefits. So let's say that Susie were to pass away first. At that point, Jordan becomes entitled to a survivor benefit, his survivor Social Security benefit. Now, he claimed his own income benefit early. Does that mean that his survivor benefit that he gets from Susie, because he gets to take the higher benefit, does it mean that benefit will be reduced? The answer is no. So this is very important when it comes to Social Security income planning. The rules that impact your retirement income benefit are different. They apply differently to your retirement benefit and your survivor benefit. Now, at the end of the day, it's all just checks coming in the mail from Social Security, so maybe it doesn't seem like there's actually a difference between these things, but actually there's quite a big difference. The early penalties that apply to a retirement income benefit do not apply to the survivor benefit in this case. So Jordan, although he claims his benefit early, if Susie passes away first, he will get Susie's full benefit, not reduced. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers and see how Susie's decision to delay until 70, even though Jordan claims early, not to belabor the point too much, let's look at how that impacts the survivor benefit. Okay, so here we are looking at the 3 survivor benefits, and what this graph here is trying to illustrate is in the year that that Jordan or Susie pass away, for that full 12-month period, what is the annual income going to be for the surviving spouse? Now, if they both claimed early, you can see that that surviving spouse, because they both claimed early, both of their retirement income benefits are reduced, and so as they grow over time, the survivor's going to get the larger of these 2 reduced benefits. In the second scenario, you can see that quite a big difference, going all the way from $56,000 a year up to $80,000 a year, because in this scenario, with Susie waiting until her full retirement age, that kind of, let's call it middle of the road benefit, it'll grow over time. The survivor's going to get that higher benefit. In the third scenario, this is where we see the big jump. So even though Jordan claimed his benefit early, let's say that Susie were to pass away first, Jordan would be entitled to Susie's full retirement benefit, even though his benefit had been reduced. So you can see from this scenario that we went over that the details of your situation really do matter, and the rules that apply to one type of benefit don't apply to other benefits. I think this scenario also really highlights how we need to be very cautious about just using rules of thumb to make important planning decisions. Because when it comes to Social Security, the difference can be, the difference between one strategy over another can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime. Hopefully this video has been helpful, and I hope you have a great time planning for your retirement. I'll see you next time.